What is up, guys? impaKt here again for the last video for this week. I've got a full game with commentary for you guys. It's going to be a Thresh game, and I'm actually uploading this because this was probably one of the few decent games that I had this week. So yeah, and a lot of people have been talking about counters on the bottom lane, and while I do believe that you don't really have counters per se, you do have lanes that deal decently against one another. And Leona versus Thresh has been discussed somewhat extensively because of the fact that Thresh can actually cancel Leona's Zenith Blade, and therefore is considered a counter to her. So a lot of people don't really understand why Leona's picked against Thresh. So yeah, this is pretty much a Thresh versus Leona game. Not that easy of a lane. You need to be careful about your positioning, and as soon as you leave the bottom lane, it's not like you counter her anyway. She's still gonna be really damn useful in team fights and whatever. So yeah, this is pretty much that lane, the Jinx Leona lane against impaKt Thresh. So right there we put some damage down, which was pretty cool. We get the trade going, so we make Jinx use her potion while Caitlyn still has hers. So that kind of puts us in an advantage. Now, one thing that I should mention is that I'm kind of free to use my death sentence because I'm not going to need it to cancel Leona's engage, but I do want to save Flay for when Leona engages. If I use Flay, I can guarantee you that Leona's gonna use Zenith Blade right afterwards. So right there, we just avoid the gank without burning any Sunder spells just because of the Lantern. Yeah, that was actually pretty cool. It would have been sucky if Leona managed to chain her stuns on Caitlyn and kind of made her, well, pretty much denied the chance to actually click the Lantern. That would suck, kind of. But she can't really do that before she reaches level 6, so it's not that big of a deal. So right now we're just pushing the lane because yeah, Jinx and Leona are pretty aggressive. I have to use my Lantern there because Caitlyn gets caught because of me, because I mispositioned her. I told you guys that that positioning is key when playing Thresh versus Leona, and I did misposition there because I wanted to get Jinx by surprise, and Leona uses that opportunity to actually engage on Caitlyn. Now we're gonna get the kill here, so I'm just gonna slow things down. I throw the Lantern there because I want to see if they have if the jungler's there. Jinx does flash because she's afraid of my Flay, but she flashes way too early. So it's going to be a kill pretty much because Elise was actually there. And yeah, we're not going to get kill on Leona, but that was a pretty decent kill. Now the sucky part about this gank is that Caitlyn didn't get any assists, but still, she's going to be able to get one wave ahead of Jinx now because of all the farm that Jinx is missing. Actually, 2 waves. No, 1 wave because Jinx is going to be able to farm whenever she gets back. Yeah, so Caitlyn is in front of Jinx now, even though she didn't get an assist. When you get back to the lane, I feel like I don't focus this enough. When you get back to the lane, the main thing you want to do as soon as you get back to the lane is look at your AD carries and the enemy AD carries items. Alright, so right now, Caitlyn's ahead. And even if she got the kill, you should always look out for that. Because right now, even though we're ahead, the only thing that Kate has more than Jinx is pretty much boots. So damage-wise, right now, I know that they pretty much deal the same damage, they have the same items, but Leona and Jinx have a lot more burst damage. So you want to go for extended trades per se. You don't want to go for short trades, burst trades, because Jinx is gonna outdamage Kate in the long run. We could have gotten the kill there, but I was in 6, so that kind of sucked. But still pretty decent because Jinx has no barrier and she blew flash as well, so that's not big of a deal. Okay, I wore that Tribush over there because Leona's chain stun is really hard to avoid sometimes, and it actually allows Hecarim to just gank with the ult from there. so I just want to make sure he's not going to be able to gank through that path. I actually ignite Jinx because I thought we would be able to get her, but I didn't have mana for my ult, so yeah. Lantern there, saves the day. Let me just back this up, because I thought, yeah, so that's the gank. We're pretty damn low. I toss my Lantern onto Kate, get her out of harm's way. She misses, she dodges Leona's ult, Jinx's ult, so that was pretty cool, and Shen comes in to save the day pretty much. I'm not really sure if they could have gotten the kill if Shen didn't ult. Probably yes, because they probably would have dived. So yeah, a pretty good ult overall by Shen there. But yeah, Kate did have to blow her summoners, and Jinx is gonna have flash pretty damn soon, so we're kind of in a disadvantageous position right now, because we can't really go that aggressive anymore. Ahri's there. I'm going really aggressive because Ahri's there, so we kind of want to get the kill. I flash to Flay pretty much, just so I give Ahri that little extra damage and slow. I end up getting the kill, but it was fine because Kate got the assist, Ahri got the assist, so that was worth. Now Cassiopeia is actually assisting bottom, but I'm gonna get the hell out of there anyway because I was pretty damn low and I couldn't be of any use to my team, and I could have ended up giving Cassiopeia another kill. She does end up getting Caitlyn, but Elise does get the kill on yeah, she gets the kill on Kate, but Elise gets the kill on Cassiopeia. This Cassiopeia is going to be really damn hard to deal with. The good thing is that she doesn't have any escape, so I can just grab her, and she's pretty much dead if she doesn't have flash. So right there we do lose Drake, but Kate does get 2 kills, so that's not that bad if you think about it, because now our AD carry is snowballing, right? So right there I really have no idea what the hell Cassiopeia is doing. Cassiopeia notices that she's really damn strong and that I'm there on my own, so she just chases. If you're chasing a Thresh, you have to expect the CC. And I don't even use that sentence there, I just used my Flay. But that was pretty much because Ahri landed the charm. Let me just back off, because I really want to show you guys something. Notice Kate's positioning after this. Jinx is gonna ult. I'm gonna slow this down because that was so awesome. Jinx is gonna ult, so notice Caitlyn's positioning. We're backing off, and she just stays in front of the ult. That would have been a dead Thresh, pretty much. So big props to Caitlyn there. In case you actually watch this mate chat room, thanks. That was a beast block. So yeah, getting back to the lane now. So once again, going back to the lane. Now look at the items. Jinx has Vampiric Scepter, Boots, and Dorns. Caitlyn has Boots, Dorns, Vampiric Scepter, and the BF Sword. So we have more damage. Now, Leona still has the passive. Jinx still has a lot of burst damage. So even though we're ahead in items, it doesn't mean we can win every single fight. You want to minimize the mistakes that you may be, you want to minimize mistakes. So I noticed that Leona actually used Zenith Blade first miss, so that's pretty much why I used Flay there. But yeah, Cassiopeia is there, so I end up getting killed. Shan gets cancelled by Riven, but we end up getting a couple kills here. Yeah, Caitlyn gets another kill, and I think Jinx, she doesn't die. Yeah, that was kind of bad. Actually, that was kind of bad, but it's still not that big of a deal because our Caitlyn's pretty damn fed right now. She has 4 kills and 2 assists. So not that bad, and it should have been better because they spent a lot of resources, and we actually and there was a counter gank, so that could have been better. That should have been better, but not too worried. But yeah, as I was saying, you need to be careful about your opponent's strengths. Pretty much, if you're playing against a Leona, you can't neglect the damage that her passive is going to deal. Okay, so Leona pretty much gets caught there, and that's a kill. And I'm just going to leave the kill to either Elise or Caitlyn. I wanted to give the kill away to Caitlyn, but yeah, Elise steals it. I noticed that Jinx is behind, so I tried to death sentence, and fortunately can't get it. But Cassiopeia gets caught, and that's the thing about Cassiopeia. Like, she's not really safe. If you think about the current, the champions that are being played in this current meta, they're really safe. If you think about Ziggs, if you think about Gragas, Orianna, they can all escape somewhat easily. Orianna is kind of the suckiest one, but like she does have the shield and the speed up, so it's not that big of a deal. But Ziggs can farm and can wave clear and has an escape. So does Gragas. And Cassiopeia can wave clear pretty damn well, and she can engage, and she's a really strong champion, but she can't really escape unless she uses her ult, obviously. So that's pretty much why I'm not too worried about Cassiopeia being fed, because if I'm playing Thresh, I can just grab her, and if she doesn't have flash, she's pretty much dead. If I was Cassiopeia, I'd probably be trying to rush Zhonya's so she could at least stay alive a lot longer, or just survive my hook. But yeah, so yeah, just try to look at your strengths and your weaknesses. Try to look at your opponent's strengths and weaknesses and try to exploit that. Once again, chasing, let me just back this up real quick. I noticed that Elise is bottom and we're chasing Leona, so I'm just gonna flash Q, I think. Yeah, flash Q after the cocoon, so I know I'm not gonna miss that. I'm gonna use the, I'm gonna auto attack. I didn't want to get to kill, but I wasn't expecting as much damage from my Flay's passive. So, but still, it's good, because we noticed that Cassiopeia is mid, Hecarim's top, so that's pretty much a free Drake, and we're going mid, try to get the kill on Cassiopeia as soon as we're done with Drake. I do get Cassiopeia with my death sentence. She does get Ahri, which kind of sucked, but we do get the kill plus 2 assists, so that was worth it. And we're using the opportunity to actually push mid. So here's another thing that I feel like I should focus. A lot of people don't really know what to do as a support after you get the bottom turret. You roam, you go mid. Mid's the first, if Dragon's up, you want to contest Dragon. But the first place you want to go after you get the bottom turret is mid. You want to push the mid turret, pretty much. You want to free your mid laner. You want to get that little extra vision between, in between the jungle. The enemy jungle, pretty much. You want to know where the enemy jungler is going. You want to know if there are mid laners farming wolves or raids. You want to know if there are any rotations going on in the middle of the map. You want to know if you can contest the enemy buffs. So mid lane is pretty damn important. So once again, I do get caught here because I get pinged to go in. I do grab Cassiopeia, but we end up dying pretty much. That was a pretty nice play by Ahri there, and Caitlyn ends up getting the kill, and so does Ahri, so not that bad. And even though Ahri's 3-6, she does have 8 assists, and she does have Deathfire Grasp, and she's going Zhonya. So even though Ahri's score isn't as badass as Cassiopeia, I do know that she's a lot more useful than Cassiopeia right now. So just relax. If you're losing a game, if the game's not going so well, just try to look at what's going on in an optimistic, from an optimistic point of view, pretty much. You don't need to rage if your mid laner's feeding. Maybe your mid laner does really well late game and he just needs to farm. So yeah, don't worry too much about the games, guys. So yeah, notice that Leona's mid. So once again, I roam mid. If the enemy support is roaming, you should try and follow the rotation. Unless you can get, I already said this a couple of videos ago, I think. Unless you can get something for sure, like an objective elsewhere, you should follow the enemy support's rotation. Pretty much. Pushing mid, pretty much. Caitlyn's with us, so we're trying to siege mid now. Once again, we do have a Thresh, we do have an Ahri, we do have an Elise. We have a lot of pick-up potential, and Cassiopeia has no escapes. She has no flash right now. We know this. So we want to siege, and we want to grab Cassiopeia if we can. Shen does lose the 1v1 top, so we don't have his ult right now. we're still pressuring. But we do know at this point that Riven may be going mid to support her team. So that's pretty much why we're going to play a little bit more passive now. The 4v4 is fine for us, but 4v5 isn't that great. Once again, League of Legends is a game about numbers, and the pro players and teams actually know how to play those numbers in a whole new level. Like they know the numbers on their items, their champions, etc. But you can win games just by knowing the basics, really. Like if you think about it, if you have the number advantage just member-wise, then you're probably gonna win the fight. So yeah, let me just go back because I was busy talking. Yeah, for some reason. Okay, Leona tries to engage here. So I'm just gonna use the box to actually divide the team fight in two. I don't want to use my box to slow them down or anything like that. Actually, I do want to slow them down, but what I want to do there is just divide the team fight in two. I don't want the backline to follow the front line and deal damage. I do get Jinx. She does flash away, but since I divided the team fight, Cassiopeia can't really come any closer. Now I go in just so Cassiopeia steps forward so she can just ult me and finish me off. And as soon as I think she's gonna ult, I flash away, avoid the damage, and I pretty much gives our team the chance to go a little bit more aggressive. Unfortunately, it didn't quite work out, and we didn't kill Cassiopeia, but we did get the mid lane out of this. So yeah, we're just gonna keep the push. I wanted to. I was low there, but I wanted to grab someone, because if I grab someone with a 7-1 Caitlyn by my side, she's gonna wreck people. Even if I die, it's still worth the trade most of the times. That was a pretty nice kiting by Caitlyn there, and she does get the kill with her Q. So that was a pretty nice play by Caitlyn. Caitlyn was playing really damn well this game, so that's one of the things that I like about support. When the AD carry is good, oh yeah, god damn it, finally. Most of the times we supports are that lucky. Yeah, the bottom lane's pretty much winning this right now, because Ahri's doing fine, mind you, and so is Elise, but Caitlyn's the one dealing crap loads of damage right now. So yeah, we're 3k gold ahead. So good position to be in. One other thing that a lot of people ask me is, where should I ward? I'm gonna go for a video on a pretty short guide on how to ward and where to ward. But let me try to get this short. You need to ward whatever you're contesting or defending. We're 26 minutes in, almost 27, and we're pretty damn strong. So we need to be, we need to look, we want to get a kill so we can get Baron afterwards. That's pretty much what I'm warding around Baron. And in this case, I could have also warded like around their positioning. We're gonna push mid, so I can just ward both sides of mid lane pretty much. So I get the hook there on Hecarim. We do try to, goddamn cell phone, sorry about that guys. We do try to get the kill. Doesn't work out, but here's what I want you to focus. Alright, let me slow this down. I'm gonna slow this down to 0.25. We don't get the kill on Hecarim, right? Now notice Leona's positioning as soon as she appears. She's gonna engage on us. Now I know that Cassiopeia is just behind Leona. She does engage, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna aim my hook behind Leona. See? So I get Cassiopeia out of that hook. So I just go in and do the same thing that I did last fight. I'm gonna ult, I'm gonna fly, I'm gonna ult, and I'm gonna divide the team fight in two. I'm gonna give my backline more space to deal with Leona and Hecarim. When they kill them, they can they can pretty much engage onto their backline. So Cassiopeia and Jinx. And yeah, Cassiopeia does use Zonius, but she's pretty much screwed by now. Ahri doesn't actually dodge Cassiopeia's ult, but pretty damn close. Jinx tries to actually use the chompers on us, but doesn't work out that well. I do get the death sentence on Riven, so that's another kill. Shen's teleporting bottom so he can push, and it doesn't have ult, but there are 3 members of the enemy team down, so that's pretty much a free tower. I'm just trying to zone them out right here so we can get the turret as safe as possible, and I do get Jinx, so that's another kill. I would slow down the hook. I would slow the hook down, but it's a pretty standard one. I do get caught there. I was trying to hook someone, but I do get caught, and that kind of sucked. So that was my bad. We stay there because I was positioning offensively. So I even though it wasn't my intention, I let my team know that I want to play us offensively. So they stay with me, they trust me, and we end up losing 2 people out of that, and almost 3 people. You want to avoid doing this, even though. So you're positioning offensively, right? Even though your intention might not be to engage or to do something or to bait your team to die, you have to think that your teammates are gonna try and understand what you're doing. They want to follow up your plays most of the times. So you may bait them, even if you don't really mean to bait them. You may bait your team to die, and that would have been really damn sucky if they got 3 kills out of that, especially Elise, because that would have been a free Baron. I'm not gonna say we would lose because of it, because we're really ahead, but the game could have been stalled for 10 more minutes, and you don't want that at all. So we're not going to play really aggressive mid lane because Caitlyn's actually bottom, but I do know that they might want to engage. Now we do see them rotating towards bottom, so I'm just gonna try and hook someone. Really can't. But yeah, I'm just gonna use the lantern there so we can collapse on them pretty damn fast. And that's a free Cassiopeia. Now the ult there, once again, pretty much the same objective, right? I use the ult there, I don't get anyone, but I was expecting Hecarim to just go in and just same as Leona. So I used my ult there, not because I see them collapsing on us, but because I don't want them to even think about it. So we can get a pretty free Cassiopeia. I flash for the flag, and it kind of works. Don't really think I need to, but I needed to, but still fine. We get the kill. Blowing summoners for kills is usually okay if you can get an objective or something pretty substantial afterwards, even if it's a huge advantage. So that's fine. So we're gonna get the inhib out of this. So that's 2 inhibs down. Game's going pretty damn well for us. We don't want to keep pushing because it's risky. Jinx is about to spawn, so we're just pinging Baron, and we're gonna go Baron. We do realize that they're collapsing on us pretty damn fast, so we do decide to turn on them, and do fail the death sentence there, but we don't really get anything out of this. We don't get Baron, we don't get kills, but we don't get killed either. So we noticed that the inhib's about to respawn, so we're just trying to contest the inhib. Once again, that ult was to divide team fight into 2. Doesn't really work out, but we get the kill on Jinx again, so that's pretty much another inhib. And since Jinx just died, we're gonna try and rush to victory. We really can't because Riven and Leona and Cassiopeia, they have a lot of AoE damage. They have a pretty decent fight, so things didn't work out that well, and Cassiopeia actually gets the Quadra. But once again, how do I say this? If the enemy, if the mid laners, the enemy mid laner is really fed, and if I'm playing Thresh or something that can catch people, and if they have no escapes, even though they're really fed, I'm not too afraid, because I'm pretty confident in my ability to hook people. And if I can make Cassiopeia like either back off immediately or just allow my team to burst her down before she can even deal damage, I'm pretty confident. I'm playing Thresh, so pick off King. Not really afraid of Cassiopeia, even though she's really damn strong. Once again, warding the outer walls of the Baron, so there's no contest possible. I do try to use my Flay there. I can't cancel Hecarim's ult with my Flay, unfortunately. but we do get the Baron anyway. We do get Hecarim, so that's going to be a push. We do have Baron, Hecarim's down, so Inhib's down, so probably the safest way to go. So that's Inhib down. I do get Cassiopeia. Well, I do fall back, so we're kiting team fight pretty much, just using shield and death sentence and whatever. I flash for the flay on Riven, don't really need to. So there's the Lantern, there's a safe Caitlyn, and we're just kiting people right now. If we can kite and deal damage at the same time, we're pretty sure that we can win this. I get Hecarim, go in again. Don't get the kill again, but I do get the kill on Cassiopeia, so once again pretty confident in my ability to catch people off. I get the kill on Cassiopeia, which means we can go full ham on these guys. And that's a dead Cassiopeia, that's a dead Riven that tried to help Cassiopeia, and that's a free Nexus, pretty much. That's game. So yeah, I hope this video helped you out, guys. I know it's another Thresh game, but you guys seem to love Thresh. So yeah, I don't think you guys will have a problem with this. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope it's helpful in any way. Once again, if you have anything to say, any suggestions, and any requests, anything at all, feel free to PM me on Facebook. I do read the comment section down below, but I don't reply all the time, but I do try to reply to you guys as often as possible and as soon as possible on my Facebook page, so feel free to PM me through there. And yeah, thanks all for watching, guys. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to follow my stream as well, by the way, because yeah, I'll be streaming Mondays, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays. Yeah, that's pretty much about it, guys. So see you Monday. Peace out.